Hello and welcome to helpyourmath.com. In this video, we're going to look at writing equations of quadratic functions given the vertex and one other point on the parabola. In order to be successful with this, we probably want to review what vertex form looks like because that's definitely the form we're going to want to use given we're going to be given the vertex. Vertex form for a quadratic is of the form f of x, or whatever our function name is equal to a times x minus h quantity squared plus k, where hk is the vertex. So let's see what we have. In our first example, we want to write the standard form or vertex form of the equation of the parabola that has the indicated vertex and whose graph passes through the given point. So we know the vertex is -2, 5, so this is my h and this is my k, and this is just some random other point on the graph that is going to play a huge role here. So just to review, we have f of x is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k. Okay, so let's fill in the things that we need to know to be able to write this equation. Is we need to know the value for a, h, and k. And we have h and k, so we're almost done. We just need to figure out what the value of a is. Let's see if we plug in hk what we're stuck with. So we have f of x is equal to a times x minus -2. Minus -2 is what now? Oh, that's a +2. Okay, so the next time I'll write with a +2. And then plus 5. Okay. But how are we going to use this? What do we do with this other point? Well, we're going to take the other point and we're going to plug it in for x and f of x. That way we only have one variable left in this equation, and that's that variable a. We can solve for a, and then we're going to have our entire formula for this particular equation. So f of x in this case for that random point is 9. We have 9 is equal to a times what's x? X is 0. Remember, I was going to write this as +2 minus negative is +2. Squared plus 5. Okay, so now we want to get a by itself. Let's see, we have some cleanup to do here. We have 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 squared is 4. I'm going to move that to the front of a. 4a plus 5. Let's subtract 5 from both sides. We get 4 is equal to 4a. Divide both sides by 4. And whoop, we get a is equal to 1. Okay, that's nice. When we write this, since a is a coefficient of 1, we don't actually have to write a coefficient. So when we write our equation of this, we're going to say f of x, we go back to f of x, is equal to 1, which we're going to ignore, times x plus 2 quantity squared plus 5. And we can check our work here, so I'm pretty sure that that's going to be it, but you can check your work by plugging in that point again and just making sure that it works, and it will. In our next and last example, this time we have a vertex of 1, -2, so 1 is h, and k is -2. And remember what we're doing here, we have f of x is equal to a times x minus h quantity squared plus k. This is going to be our random point that we're going to use for x and f of x. So we can plug this all in at the same time, or if you want to do it in 2 steps, that's fine. I'll plug it all in at the same time this time. So f of x is 14. A is what we're trying to figure out, that's our unknown. X is -1 minus h is 1 squared minus 2. Okay, let's clean this up. We have 14 is equal to -1 minus 1, that's -2. -2 squared is 4, so that's 4a minus 2. We can add 2 to both sides. We get 16 is equal to 4a, divide both sides by 4. And we figure out this time that a is equal to 4. So now we have the 3 pieces of information we need. We have our h, we have our k, and we have our value for a, which is 4. We're ready to write the equation of this function. It's going to be f of x is equal to 4 times x minus 1 quantity squared minus 2. And that should do it. And again, you can check your work by plugging in that other point, which should give us a true statement. These have been examples of writing equations of quadratics given the vertex and some other point on the line. Thank you so much for